Welcome back to another episode of Uploaded and Unfiltered. Today I'm treating today's episode like a virtual diary. Instead of writing this down and reflecting on it, I'm going to be sharing some knowledge, some insight that I came up for myself live on the podcast. So sit back, relax. If you drink juice or what's this shit called? Kombucha, or eat snacks during a podcast, go ahead and get those ready because we are about to begin now. Previously, I talked about wanting to do a guided meditation series, which I still aim to do. And I believe I mentioned it on here. I am going to be putting together a little EP of some of the beats that I made from my EP 133. And just doing it because this is something I want to do so I can familiarize myself with the process and just get my hands dirty as I learn something new that I am not familiar with. So on my path to creating this guided meditation, at first I started real quick. I had the idea mostly because anything done with a routine, having something that guides you through that process, I think is a huge advantage if utilized correctly. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to do a Monday or a morning, mid-afternoon, and night meditation. It was very generic. And as I was going through the process, I recorded the first one, was going into the second one. I was like, something feels off about this. So rather than freak out that I started working on something and it didn't line up exactly how I wanted it to, I went ahead and pivoted and did 5 shorter meditations, more specific in nature, because I think those will be good to do like a one-offs. Like I'm trying to treat these like a system update for your computer. Every once in a while, you need to update and restart your computer. And these guided meditations, depending on the task that you are going after, will help in achieving those goals for you. So I started those, recorded all of them, all 5 of them. And then I was like, you know what? This needs music to give it some feeling, some depth, some direction. And then, of course, because I'm making music on my EP 133, I was like, boom, let's utilize the skill that we are fine-tuning, that we are sharpening to make our own meditation music. So as I was going down this rabbit hole, there is a variety of ways of doing this. And for some reason, I set my mind to only wanting to make it with my devices. I didn't want to have to learn Logic and lay things out, even though, if I'm being honest, that'd probably be the easiest way, but I like the tactile feel of making music with the samplers that I have, and that's what I want to do. If it turns out that I can't do that, then we'll circle back and make up a new plan. But so far, this is what we're going forward with. Shout out to this YouTuber. Their name is Tyler. I think it's Tyler Creations, but they make ambient lo-fi music and show the process of doing it as well. They sell a bunch of packs. I bought a bunch of their packs. They have some dope ass ambient sounds in them. And I went to go use them on my EP 133, but various things. Either their samples were too long or I totally forgot that you can't put MIDI on on a EP 133. But there was enough there that I can piece together what I wanted and still get the desired result, which is a calming track for my meditations. I haven't decided if I'm going to make 5 different ones or have one for all 5. We'll figure that out later. But I ran into issues. And the insight that I had was, I remember years ago, if this would have happened, if I would have ran into so many potholes in something that I wanted to do, I would have started to discourage myself. I would have started doubting the plan that I had at hand. I would have started looking for people who are doing the thing that I want to do just so I can get some validation. Or I would have looked for a blueprint on how to achieve the goal that I'm trying to achieve. Because back in the day, if I didn't get it right on my first or second try, that meant something was wrong with me. Flash forward to now, and I looked at all of these potholes, all of these roadblocks as opportunities to learn and opportunities to grow. When I decided, or I felt that my meditations were not where I wanted them to be, I decided to pivot and make them what I wanted to be. So I thought about it more. I was like, okay, if this is not exactly it, what is it that I want? I was like, okay, boom, got to working on that. Then I was like, you know what? I do need music for this. And even going down that path, it wasn't exactly what I wanted. I probably spent a couple days just banging out tracks, trying to get a a ambient meditation feel. But then again, I saw what Tyler was doing. They were providing packs, and I was like, yo, this is it. Because I had a mindset of grow and learn versus trying to make meaning in the pit stops that I had. I've been having a ton of fun with this project. When it's up, I will be excited to share that with the world and get people to benefit from the thing that I've created. But on the path towards it, it's been fun. It's been enjoyable. And I am someone who loves learning, especially if it's something that could benefit me in multiple different ways. And making music is one of those things. Eventually, I'll be making all my own music for all my videos, and I won't have to pay for Epidemic Sound anymore. Everything will be from me, custom made for the project that I'm working on. And with all of this practice and these drills that I'm doing, I'm getting faster. I'm becoming speedy. And so it's not going to be anything for me to go out, shoot a vlog, edit, watch the vlog, and get the tone of the music that I want to use for that video, bang that out, and have something super custom made by me that shows off my authenticity. Wow, that's a crazy word, authenticity. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Anyways, shows off me authentically in everything that I do, from creating the content, from the music, from the vibe. And that is a goal that I've always had, and then we're slowly but surely getting there, and I love it. It's been great. So I said all that to say this. When you are in this journey to anything, whether it be creating your own business, creating your own YouTube channel, trying to get a fucking raise at work, the way you think about your situation and the way you think about the quote unquote pit stops or the negative events that show up on your way towards that goal, the way you think about that will determine how easy or hard your journey is going to be. Am I exactly where I want to be with my content, with my coaching business? No, but I know it's going to happen. Like, there's no doubt in my mind the things that I have envisioned, the things that I have dreamed of is going to happen. And I think a lot more content creators would be a lot better off if they stop entertaining the thought of, what if this doesn't happen? What if I'm not meant to do this? You need to wash that shit out of your head. If you thought about it and you're excited about it and you make steps towards it, it's for you. Know it. You got to lock at least a piece of your mind. It was like, no matter what, this goal that I'm chasing is going to happen. I promise you, just doing that, repeating it, saying over and over and over, and not giving the what if any light of day, it will make the process that much more enjoyable. Simple as that. When you start thinking that you are lacking something or that you're missing something or that you don't know enough about the thing that you want to do it, once those thoughts start creeping in, it makes the journey towards your goal even harder and harder, and years go by and time is just steadily, rapidly passing you by because you set yourself up with too many doubts. There is nothing wrong with fully believing in yourself and fully believing and knowing that eventually the thing that you want is going to happen. Be delusional with it. No matter who says what in your life, no matter what the internet says, no matter what the research says, if you want something, you will get it. Simple as that. And that's just the way I see the world. Like, it's not that complicated. I know a lot of people say it's not that serious. I would go further and say it's not that complicated. Care about the things that you want. Know that the things that you want are going to happen as long as you keep moving towards them. If you stop to analyze why people aren't watching your content or obsess over the smallest details in your editing skills, it's slowing you down. What you need is repetition. What you need is to get those reps up. The more videos you put out, the closer you're going to get to your dream. Because again, the more videos you put out, if you're editing your own stuff, then you're learning editing skills each and every video that you create. You will get faster. You will start seeing things that you've never seen before that you couldn't have seen if you never started. I promise you, on your 700th edit of a video, you're going to be A, way faster than you were on your first. B, you're going to be doing things that you didn't even know were possible on your first. And I argue that you would never have known that if you did not start. So stop dragging your feet. Stop letting that little voice in your head tell you that you don't know shit, or that you need to be less cringy, or that you need to show up a certain way in order for people to recognize you and actually want to follow you and watch your content. Stop letting that voice dictate your happiness, dictate your trajectory towards your goal. I promise you, I know it comes from internal, but sometimes that internal voice is trying to do one thing, and that's protect you. And so it thinks that if people are laughing at you, that you're in danger. And so it wants you to avoid that laughter by making you procrastinate when it comes to the things that you want, by seeding self-doubt in your brain so you won't try to pursue something that you thought of as inaccessible or you thought of as not for you. It is all mind games. Sooner you learn that, the better off you be and the more fun you're going to have chasing after your dreams. That's all I have for you today. I hope that made sense. And if it didn't, ask questions. I love answering questions. I love breaking this down for people who need to know. But I appreciate you listening. This is episode, whatever it is. I think sometime in July, we will hit 3 years. Am I going to have a special 3-year extravaganza episode? I haven't given it any thought yet. This is the first time that thought has popped into my head. So we'll see what it does over the next couple of weeks and see if it turns into anything that I will be utilizing. But who knows? We'll see. But again, appreciate you listening. If you haven't already shared the podcast, please share this podcast to other Black content creators, Black creators in general, who could benefit from conversations like these and more. And I need to get on my shit, start inviting more guests to the podcast, because I do miss having those conversations about the mindset with other people. Don't get me wrong, I still have those conversations. It's just a matter of sharing that knowledge with other people or just getting other perspectives on the mindset that content creators need to have in order to be successful in this journey. But like I said, my name is Jermaine. You need coaching or you need a mindset reset of any time, hit the link in the bio and we'll get that started. Other than that, thank you. And I will talk to y'all. See y'all in the next one. And as always, protect your mental, keep creating content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.